For this 9th meeting, we have the following resolutions that were made by Cabinet. The first one was on the progress on the Public Enterprise Reform Program. Cabinet considered a progress report by the Minister of Finance and Economic Development focusing on the reform of the 43 public enterprises earmarked for restructuring, partial privatization, departmentalization, or performance review. Cabinet noted with satisfaction the considerable progress already registered with the various entities now at different stages of their reformation. Cabinet resolved to consider in greater detail submissions on 2 public enterprises at each meeting with effect from next week. More specifically, at its next meeting, Cabinet will consider detailed submissions on the resuscitation of ZISCO and the partial privatization of Complex Corporation. The second item were the 100-day priority projects approved by Cabinet for immediate implementation. Cabinet approved the following priority projects from ministries for implementation under the 100-day program. First was from the Ministry of Environment, Tourism and Hospitality Industry. These projects are: 1. Accelerated National Solid Waste Management Project. 2. Strengthening small-scale miners' capacity to comply with environmental regulations. 3. Enhancing community participation in tourism, wildlife, and fisheries projects. 4. Accelerated reforestation through having 100,000 improved fruit tree seedlings produced and 3.8 million trees planted. And the 5th one, increased digital marketing of the country as an attractive tourist destination. The second submission was from the Ministry of Primary and Secondary Education. And the approved projects are: 1. Provision of science teaching and learning materials to primary schools. 2. Construction of Mariga Primary and 5 new schools to 100% completion. 3. Construction of additional learning facilities in schools. 4. Learner and curriculum support through partnerships. And the 5th one, upgrading and registration of 10 satellite schools in Mashonaland West, Karibas Yakovu District, and Midlands provinces. The third 100-day priority projects came from Public Service, Labour and Social Welfare Ministry. And the approved projects are: 1. Finalization of the Decent Work Country Program, it's a policy. 2. Review and integration of BEAM, social cash transfer, health assistance, public assistance, and food mitigation programs within a single management information system. The third one was the finalization of the NASA investment policy statement. And 4th is the finalization of the National Disability Policy. As usual, Cabinet will call for updates on progress from ministries for the above stated projects. The third issue considered by Cabinet was on the report on progress made towards the operationalization of the Batoka Hydroelectric Power Project. Cabinet received a report from the Minister of Energy and Power Development on progress made towards the operationalization of the Batoka Hydroelectric Power Project. More specifically, Cabinet was advised that following a recent visit by delegations from China Power and General Electric, contractors on the project, preliminary works on the project were now due to start in January 2019. These were the resolutions from Cabinet. I thank you.